Get that. Okay, so to start this thing out tonight, everybody, I want you to take a look at the chat. There's at the bottom, you can click the little chat button. And if you could just type in your name and next to it, type in, oh, Cheryl, you're sharing your screen, girl. How can I fix that? Hey, Cheryl, can you not share your screen? Cheryl Williams. She's on my team. Can you not share your screen? Because I do not know how to not do that.
So Courtney, she should show up. It should be a green button at the top and it will say stop sharing. So she should be able to say stop sharing.
Okay, hey Cheryl Williams. Let me see, where's my, I got an idea. I'm gonna have to, here we go. I got her name up. All right, she's gonna have to hop back on, or I stopped her video. Okay, so if you could please, in the chat, if you could just write your name, and next to that, write who invited you on tonight's event, so that we know, because some of the people on here, it just shows like Samsung. It doesn't say like your name. So we want to say what's up to you guys and who's all on here. And so I decided that I want to do a giveaway tonight. So I'm gonna do a giveaway for some products. The way you win is by being active in the chat. So we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna talk about this amazing opportunity, and we're gonna talk about products. And I'm super excited. Let me mute. I feel like, okay, there we go. Sorry. So yeah, write in the chat your name and who invited you. Okay, so first thing is we're gonna share a little bit about our stories. Myself and Amanda and Christina, we each have different stories about, our journeys with It Works. It Works is a health and wellness company, and what we do is we actually get paid from our cell phones to make friends and share this amazing opportunity and these products on social media. This thing is truly life-changing. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story, and then we're going to hear from Christina and then Amanda. Okay, so me and my husband are actually both recovering heroin addicts. My whole, life after high school was in and out of jails and rehabs. I've been to 6 different rehabs. Before that, the first time I went to, juvenile, I was 14. And then after that, it was over. Like, I had this motto that I never wanted to wonder what if. So any opportunity that came my way, sketchy, scary, whatever, I went with it. Many times after high school, I wanted to take a year off and do me. And that was like the worst mistake, because I had no direction and I was just living for the moment. And I started out with pills just like everybody else, and just smoking weed and drinking and thinking I was just a partier like everybody else, going to clubs, doing crazy stuff. And I ended up shooting heroin for the first time, and that was it. I was doing whatever I had to do to get high. Every single day was a mission. I wasn't taking care of myself, my hygiene, my family. I had no relationship with my family. Ultimately, I was running from everything, from everybody, and I was running from God. I'd always been told that there was a call of God on my life, and I was made for greatness, but I just never saw it. I carried a lot of shame and guilt, and I just never thought I was worth a good life. So I accepted it. I'm the mess up. Like, I'm the black sheep, take it or leave it. Like, I'm cool with it. I just accepted jail, rehab, whatever. The only thing I've ever done for money, when I did have a job, was waiting tables. I worked at like every Hooters in Tennessee. I worked at every restaurant you could think of. I worked at strip clubs. I was a cocktail waitress at strip clubs, just doing whatever I could. And then when I'd get on drugs, I would lose my job right off the bat. I, always was dope sick. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you all of this is because I really want you to see where I came from and to where I am now. And you're going to see how just an opportunity, how it can turn your life around. And with God in the mix of it, anything is possible. This company is a faith-based company. It is centered around God. Or God is in the center of this whole thing. His hands are all over it. So I got with I had a boyfriend, right? We actually met in jail. We met in middle school, but we got reconnected in jail, which is crazy. I hadn't seen him for like 3 or 4 years, and saw him in jail again. We got together, and he ended up having to, when we both got out, his parole got violated. Sentence in effect. He was on a 6-year sentence. They took him away. He had to go to prison this time for 2.5 years. And my whole world was ripped out from under me. I felt like my purpose was gone. And I was like, this is horrible. Like, what's next? And so a month later, I find out I'm pregnant. And that was truly when I was like, okay, drugs, it's over. Like, I'm going to be a mom. That's my calling, right? I'm just going to be, hey, Jess or Jen, I think you're sharing your screen. If you could not do that. I don't know how to make you not do that. But, wait a second. So there we go. So I'm pregnant, right? And I slowly but surely I started, doing the next right thing. And I realized, okay, I have a baby. I have a little Austin growing inside of me. Like, I'm going to be the best mom I can be. Like, that is my calling. I'm just going to be the best mom. Hey, Jen, you doing it again, girl. I don't know how to get it off either. Okay. So I'm just going to keep talking through it, y'all. So I was a mom, and for an entire year, I milked it, y'all. I was like, I'm just living at my mom's house. I had no money. I had no car. I couldn't afford my $10 cell phone bill. I was a hermit crab. I had a baby. It was just me and my baby, and I was happy with it, I just kept putting off getting a job because I knew once I get a job, I'm going to have to leave my daughter, and I couldn't bear the thought of that. Like, somebody raising her that wasn't me, somebody being mean to her, or, her wanting me or missing out on first moments. So I was like, you know what? I just kept milking it. After she turned 1, my parents, had to come to Jesus with me, and they were like, all right, you got to do something. So I know how to wait tables. I'm a good waitress. So I got a waitressing job, and then I started looking at daycare. And daycare, you guys, is ridiculous. The prices are crazy. And I was like, what's the point? Like, I'm basically going to wait tables to pay for daycare. I'm not going to get ahead. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And so at this point, I became open to these opportunity. It works Facebook posts that I started seeing on Facebook, and even people were coming into my daughter's doctor's appointments, like with the It Works shirts on. And so it was like God, like waving a big flag, like, hey, like, you need to look into this. And I still was like not with it. I was not going to do it. I thought scam, network marketing. I heard that word somewhere in my life, and immediately I thought, that's a scam. Like, I don't believe it. Somebody said that, and that was my opinion, was somebody else's, just because I was ignorant. And so until I saw a girl that I physically knew, she was from my town, and she posted that she got a $10,000 diamond bonus. And I was like, what? So I messaged her, and I said, girl, is this true? Like, what's up? How'd you do that? Like, are you lying? What's going on? And she was like, no, you would be really good at this. And I was like, no, you don't know me, girl. Like, I'm a hermit crab. I don't go anywhere. I don't have friends. I lost all of my friends in my addiction. I knew my family wasn't going to support me. I mean, I stole from people. I was telling her, like, people don't trust me, really. Like, and she was like, I'm telling you, you just gotta, just hear me out. Just hear me out. So I sat down with her, you guys. She showed me this income chart, and Amanda's going to go over this income chart with you. And I saw the number double diamond, and it was $6,000 a month. And when I saw that, I was like, holy cow. And she said, what number would change your life? And I said, $6,000. I was like, dude, double diamond. I mean, are you kidding me? $6,000 a month. If I could get to that before Austin gets out of prison, we could get married. He wouldn't have to get 2, 3. He wouldn't even have to get one job. Like he could bond with his daughter. He could get to know Taylor and how awesome she is. He didn't know her. I kept him updated with pictures, but he truly didn't know like about her. So she was like, okay, that's your why. And a lot of y'all are going to hear this, your why. What's your why? Keep your why in front of you. And I didn't really know what she meant in the beginning, but now I do. So she told me, you got to stay positive in this thing. This isn't like a get rich quick scheme. This is a true business, and you're a business owner. And so I met up with her at Cracker Barrel, you guys. I had my mom drop me off at Cracker Barrel. I didn't have a car. I'm telling y'all, it was like the money I had on me, most of it was my mom's for baby stuff. Ultimately, if I didn't have money, I had to ask my parents for diaper money. Like, it sucked really bad. So I met up with her, and I was like, girl, I just have this gut feeling. I just need to do this. Like, I don't know anything about any of this. Like, you're talking crazy language, but I just feel like I got to do it. So I signed up right there. I came home. I got super excited. I got on fire. My first month, I made $500. My second month, that more than doubled, and I went Ruby, and I made $1,200 in my second month. 2 months later, I hit Emerald. So month 4, I hit Emerald, and my commission check was around $800, $900. And so then they came out with this huge diamond bonus, like a $20,000. They doubled it. It was $20,000 diamond bonus. And I was like, I'm going for that. So I went for that bonus, and the very next month, with 3 days still left in the month, I hit diamond, and I got the $20,000 bonus. But check this. So then I'm like, okay, I just pulled out my double diamond chart just to see, what I needed. And I needed about 3,000 in volume in my whole chart. And there was 3 days left in the month. And I asked my enroller, I'm like, you think I can do this? And she was like, I know you can do this. I know you can do this. And you guys, 3 days later, for those 3 days, I went hard. And I hit double diamond, and I got another $30,000 double diamond bonus on top of that. So, like, check this. Month 4, my commission check was around $800 something. Month 5, the very next month, my commission check was over $6,000. Over $6,000. I mean, you can't tell me nothing. Like, I'm on cloud 9. Like, I had family telling me, like, this is a scam. You're stupid. You just lost money. And now they're like eating those words. And proving them wrong was so cool. So I stayed double diamond for an entire year. Austin got out. We had the wedding of our dreams. If it wasn't in the budget, like, It Works covered it. We went on a honeymoon, and this was so cool. Like, we were sitting on the beach. I remember we were sitting on the beach on our honeymoon, and it was only supposed to be like 5 or 6 days. And having this freedom, you guys, true freedom. Like, I do this 100% from my phone. So I'm sitting on the beach and with my husband, just married, and we called my mom. I was like, is Taylor cool? And she's like, yeah, you guys stay a couple more days. So, like, we got to literally just keep adding more days, and we ended up staying on our honeymoon. Like, we drew it out like 10, 11 days just because we could. And we had the freedom of the time and the finances and having a savings account. We got a house. We got a car. I mean, just insane stuff. So I stayed double diamond for an entire year. I was making $7,000, $8,000 a month as a double diamond. Like, that's good money. I was cool. Like, our business was growing. Everybody was promoting. Everybody was making money on my team. It was awesome, but I just wasn't going for the next level until I went to conference last year. And when I went to conference, you guys, I sat there and I watched these people that everybody looked different. I sat there and had every emotion. Like, I can do this. Like, what have I been doing? I remember like smacking my husband, like, I am messing around. Like, we will be down there. I promise you, Austin, like next year, I'm not coming back to an event as a double diamond. I will be a top money income earner, a top 150 next year. And so we got home and got to work. And by May 31st, I promoted to triple diamond. And my very first triple diamond paycheck for 1 month was over $13,000. That's insane. 1 month. And I mean, when I remember opening that check and just like bawling, like falling to the floor, like, no, oh my God, we hit 5 figures, like, oh my God. And it just kept getting better. And then in July, we hit 17,000 as a triple diamond. And I'm just like, oh my God, you're so good. Like, this is insane. And then like we get to conference this year and I find out that I made it in the top 150 income earners, that I was a number 130 in the entire company. Like, coming from, nobody expected this from me, y'all. Nobody expected this from me. I didn't just blow my own daggone mind. I blew everybody's mind. Like, that's just what this thing is. That's what the opportunity is here that we have. This is true residual income. And the cool thing about this is you don't do this on your own. You're a part of a family. I mean, your team becomes your family. We work daily together. It's something so much bigger. It's given me purpose. It's helped me with my recovery. I mean, being able to help women and help people, help men all day, like just pouring into people and speaking life, and just like y'all know dream boards. Have y'all ever heard of like making dream boards? Well, we are all about it at It Works. And before I got to It Works, I thought it was like cheesy. I thought my parents used to ask me to do it, and I just thought they were trying to bond with me. And I was like, no, you can go on with them. Peace. I'm out. I'm not trying to draw on no poster board. And I never did it until It Works. You know, all these top income earners are making dream boards, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to do whatever they're doing. I'm going to make me a dream board. And I put on my dream board the first year I joined that I wanted to make $6,000 a month, that I wanted to pay off my car. And I put all these different things, you guys, and everything I put on that board came to pass. I have the board right here. I can show you. Everything came to pass. Then the very next year, I wanted to make $10,000 a month, and then I put more stuff on it. Everything came to pass. We got a house. I mean, we got a new car, like the car of my dreams. It's just, it's going on vacations, just the life that It Works has given me and my family and my team. I mean, the cool thing is now it's not even about me. It's about my team. It's about helping my team experience this true freedom. We have this girl who just joined us recently. Her name's Becca, and she made $1,200 in her first month. I mean, what? Like, she totally beat me. But she's not like a famous person. She doesn't have a big following. Same thing with me. Like, people think, oh, I've got to know a lot of people and have a huge network. No, I started this thing just like everybody else, as a distributor with a kit. And I just started. I had a dream and I just went for it. And I listened to the people who were before me and the people who went before me and are making money. And I wanted to be where they are. So I started doing what they were doing. And it worked. It truly worked. And having like our company is so like duplicatable. That's what I love about this, is we follow 3 simple steps. And it's so awesome. So I'm going to quit telling my story. I could talk forever, y'all. Okay. So Christina's going to share with you guys her story. She's a presidential diamond. So I'm going to mute myself. What's up, Christina?
Hey everybody, welcome. We're so excited to be sharing our stories with you guys and about the company and the product. And I'm sure you can all just feel how passionate Courtney is. And that's what's so awesome about this, is we are so passionate about what we do. And so I'm going to share with you my story. So like she said, I'm Christina Treat, Presidential Diamond. I've been with the company for almost 7 years. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom of 4 kids, 10-year-old, 6-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. and a dog. I always say dog because I said I never wanted a dang dog, and now we have a dog. But my life is crazy busy. It's absolutely pure chaotic. We are living in a newer home that we just bought 2 years ago now, and I love every moment of it. Courtney, will you mute people for me? So a little bit about me. I actually, okay. I'm actually back in the town that I grew up in. My husband and I found out we were expecting our first daughter very unexpectedly, and our whole life changed. We were broke young parents living paycheck to paycheck, living off of WIC and food stamps, medical assistance, grocery shopping at my mom and dad's house until our WIC vouchers were being able to be cashed in. We were broke. We were so broke. And my husband was working full-time, the opposite shift as me. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay. And I was working opposite shifts of him, and we were very much struggling. We were not making ends meet. We were young parents. We didn't know what to expect. We could barely buy diapers. We were literally getting ground beef from my mom and dad's freezer. Like, they would say, come over and get some bags full of food and go home. And so it was rough. And what actually changed was our daughter is 10 now. And 7 years ago, an opportunity came into my life completely unexpected. I had never tried any of the products before with It Works. My entrepreneur mind came about, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give this a try. I know nothing about it. Nobody in my state had even heard of It Works. And my husband's like, no, you're not doing that. And I'm like, no, actually, I'm going to do it. And I'm a very I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it kind of person. So if you're one of those ladies out there, just go for it. So I did it. He wasn't supportive. I actually tried rap. I didn't see results, but I still joined the company. Then I got pregnant with our child. Again, we were still broke, young parents. Paycheck, still going to the WIC office, still getting food stamps, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this business. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see what happens. And so I did it. I gave it my all. I went all in. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything about it. I was just excited, and I saw the vision with the company, and that's all that I did. So if you're all sitting here thinking, gosh, I could never do it. I don't know enough about the products. I don't know about the company. That's okay. I didn't know anything about anything. I just did it. So I actually went Ruby within 2 months. My first paycheck was $56. I just looked. My second paycheck was $498, and my third check was $980 some. And so I can tell you that the money is real. I was doing wrap parties every single week. I was doing 3 times a week, making $200 to $300 at each wrap party, and that's how we bought diapers. Eventually, I was able to get off of WIC. Food stamps first, and I was really proud of that because we were so broke. I've gotten in the way, and I had built my organization to a diamond. I earned a $10,000 diamond bonus, and then my life got busy. We had 2 kids at the time. I had every excuse in the book of why this business could not work for me. Again, I'm from a small town living off of WIC and government assistance, and all odds were, I thought, stacked against me. So I kind of stepped back from the business. I gave up at that time, it was a $2,300 paycheck. And I thought that I would go work as a waitress, making enough money to provide to pay our bills. My husband was not on board, and so that was really hard for me and difficult for me. But a year later, and I decided to start waitressing. At this point, we had our first house. My husband was working overnight now, an hour and a half away, and I was at home with 2 young babies waitressing during the day, and I'd be first cut. So I would come home with $20, and that's how we got back in the same position that we were to begin with. And so I was living paycheck to paycheck again, back on WIC, and I finally just told my husband, I said, you know what? I need to get a better job. And so I started bank telling at a bank in my town that I had lived in, and we were still in the exact same position. And so my upline had constantly been in contact with me. Actually, my upline quit the business 2 months in, and so the person above her reached out to me and said, you know what, I think you can do this. You did it once. Why did you quit? Why did you give up? And so I came back in December, And by February, I went double diamond, earning a $15,000 get out of debt bonus. My husband went diamond, earning a $10,000 get out of debt bonus. And that was probably 5.5 years ago. And I've not looked back since. So let me just tell you all, our journeys are all totally different. I'm so happy that I came back with It Works. This is truly where I was meant to be. I love changing other people's lives. I love seeing people that were in the exact same position as me being able to live that life that they no longer living off of.
So bad, Mom.
You. Thank you. And so I'm just so blessed to be a blessing to other people. And the biggest thing I can tell you guys, if you're thinking about this opportunity and it's on your heart, I can just tell you, I never imagined myself making 6 figures a month. I never imagined myself being in the top 150 income earners with the company. I never imagined being a stay-at-home mom. I never imagined going to the grocery store and not worrying about sliding my debit card and not being declined, putting gas in my tank and not hoping and praying that my card isn't declined. All of those things I'm sure all of us have been through or are going through. And I just want to tell you that whatever it is that you're going through, whatever situation you're going through, we have an opportunity for you that is absolutely beyond words we can even describe to you. And I hope that you guys see tonight that this is something that anybody can do. We all come from different backgrounds. And the thing I love about this company, it's not a one person fit. It's any type of person. And it truly is a godsend because a lot of us wouldn't probably be where we're at today. I know I wouldn't have 4 children. The reality is we couldn't afford them. We could not physically afford to have children, let alone having the time to be with them. And having 4 kids in daycare, I wouldn't be able to afford it. There's no way we could afford it. And so, last 2 years ago in February, I decided that I wanted more. I wanted to give more to our church. I wanted to give more to the children that we adopted overseas, and I wanted to just do more. And so I went to conference that we're talking about. It's a convention that It Works puts on down in Tampa, Florida. And it's just an event that you get to be excited about. And they release new products and bonuses. And I came back from that in February. And by the end of February, I had skipped triple diamond and I went presidential diamond. And between my husband and I, we earned, I earned the presidential $150,000 in bonuses, and it changed our life, completely changed our life. We are not completely debt free yet by any means, but I can tell you that we are working on it. We are working on being debt free because that's what we should be doing with our money. We got excited when we were making 6 figures a month and we're like, dang, this is good money. And now we're like, okay, it's good money. You need to be good stewards of your money. So it's awesome money though, you guys. It's not, I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's fake. There's no way I can even imagine that. And you guys, we were all in that same position. And so we're no different than you. We just knew that we saw vision and we saw what God put in front of us. And we know that by us helping other people, it's going to help you guys be in that same position where you're going to be debt free. You're going to be home with your kids. You can slide that debit card at the grocery store or to buy diapers and not stress about it. You cannot have to eat rice and beans every night. There are so many things that this business has allowed us to do, and I'm forever grateful for that. So I hope tonight you guys take out of this. We have a lot of exciting things to share with you, but I hope that you take out of this that you can do this business. You are so capable of doing it. It's not easy. It's hard because if it was easy, everyone would do it, but it's a simple process. And if you follow what your enroller, your person that you sign up with, encourage you and you do those things, you're going to be successful. So thank you guys again. I'm so excited for you to be on. Amanda McGee, which is Ambassador Diamond, is going to share with you guys a little bit about her story. So thanks.
Hello, guys. I'm Amanda McGee, and I am an Ambassador Diamond. My husband is a Presidential Diamond. And you guys, I honestly, before I started this business, I was that person who would lay in bed at night crying, saying, God, why me? And, I would talk to people and I would be like, of course, if anything bad happened in my life, I'd say, of course, of course that would be me. Of course, because I'm unlucky. And that was how my life was ending out. And so I remember in high school, specifically like junior and senior year, I would say, you know, like, God, please, why? Like, show me, you know, give me any sort of direction of where I should be going, because this is not working. I was a product of divorce at a very young age. I grew up in poverty, and all the odds were stacked against me. Every time I tried to rise up, somebody was there to say, you can't do it. You are not qualified. You are not equipped to do what you're about to do. And I never believed them. I was always a fighter. I always had an attitude of, you know, like, not only I'm going to do this, but I want to help other people too. And no one believed me. They didn't think I could do it. So I'm from a very, very, very small town in Colorado, like literally probably 400 people, and most of them are elderly. So when I started this business, my Facebook, I guess, network probably had about 100 friends. And so I'll skip to that in a minute, but every person that I encountered throughout my entire life, my journey, anything, was always telling me, no, you can't do this. You're literally a graduate. I was a number 3 in one of the worst schools in Colorado. I think there's 297 and we were like 293. And so I was number 3. So, you know, it's not, I'm number 3 and, you know, in my school, I graduated with 15 people. And I was number 3 in one of the worst schools in Colorado. And so I said, I'm going to go to a D1 university. I literally woke up, and you guys, your decision to make an impact or to make your life better or to be a better person, a better friend, a better wife, a better, you know, whatever you want to do that's going to make you better is a decision. And when you wake up and you decide, it doesn't matter what odds are stacked against you. And so, you know, I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to a D1 university. And I'm going to get out of Colorado because everyone's saying I can't, that I'm stuck here, that I'm stuck in this, you know, sinking hole of a town, which they did. Everyone who graduated, they'd come right back and they would, you know, get a job at the grocery store, or you know, our one restaurant that we had, or they'd be our cheerleading coach and stuff. And I'm not knocking that, but you guys, there is so much more to life than your comfort zone. And so I said, I'm going to decide. I'm deciding right now that I'm going to go to a D1 university. And I don't care if you believe me or not. I don't care if I came from, you know, one of the worst schools or not. I'm going to do it. So I went to, I don't even know what it's called now, but like a bunch of colleges, they have like their reps there. And so it was in Colorado, and there was somebody from Kansas State University, and they had like the cutest little mascot, and he came over and he was like, hey, can I hand you our like pamphlet and stuff? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so he handed it to me, and I was like, I think I'm going to go here. And he's like, you haven't even opened it. And I was like, I know, but you're so cute. Like, I feel like this great vibe already. And I was like, where is it? And he's like, you don't even know where it is, and you're going to commit to this? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, it's in Manhattan, Kansas. And he said, we're a D1 university. We're like doing real good with football right now. And I was like, all right, sold. Like, I love football. Like, I'm going there. You guys, and I went there. 18 years old. I went to a completely different state by myself, not knowing what the heck I was doing. They don't teach you how to do taxes or pay your bills or do any of that in high school. And I had no clue. I didn't even have a job when I went there. All I had was student loans, and the very fact that I had like some sort of education with some sort of high graduating and any sort of education, they gave me a small grant, and then the rest was student loans. So I had insane student loan debt because I was paying out of state. Well, my mom basically said, you know, just go. Like, you have to go. Like, you're so passionate about this. Just go. We'll figure it out. Like, you have to go. We'll figure it out later. And so I went, and I did not know that behind the scenes she was paying this behind my back. And so I went, and I'm, you know, living the life, and I quickly realized, like, my education did not match up to everybody else. You know, there was people that were coming in, and they were like, oh yeah, like, I hate school, like, and they would just half-ass it, and they're getting A's, and I was like, I'm like literally giving it my all, and I cannot. And it was because of the quality of the education that I had. And so now I'm so passionate about good education. Like, we are in like a D1 district for my children to have the best education because I was set up for failure at a young age. But, you know, I always tell my team, like, you can be a product of your circumstances, or you can choose to break the mold. And that's what I chose to do. And so, you know, I went there, and my whole family's military. And so I was like, I could never do that. Like, I could never like fall in love with somebody who's in the military and like just have them leave, or like, God forbid something happened to them. I just cannot. And so I was very against it. And Manhattan, Kansas, there it's connected to a military town. And so they have a huge military presence there. Well, I got a job at Buffalo Wild Wings so that I could start paying off the student loans and grants. And I met my husband there. And he's like, oh, well, I just want to take you out on a date and you should wait for me. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I was like telling my friend, I was like, what does that mean? You should wait for me. Well, it turns out he's being deployed. So I fell in love with a military man. We got married and pregnant like super fast as soon as he got back. And I quickly realized like, this is not my story. Like I thought I had the pen, but I don't. You know, I was saying, oh, I'm going to break out of this. I'm going to go to a D1. I'm writing my own story, but you know, you're not writing your story. And so I, you know, did all of that. And then he ended up getting stationed in New York. So mind you, I'm in Kansas, not even close to being finished with my degree. And so I was like, well, that's not happening. I guess I'm staying here. I'm very stubborn, you guys. Like my husband's like, oh gosh, like every time like there's like some sort of conflict, 'cause I'm stubborn. Like I want what I want and I'm just going to fight for it for a second and then we can try and make amends. But I was like, no, I'm staying here. Like, you're going to go by yourself. I'm going to stay. And he's like, really? And he was like, well, I'm going to support, you know, whatever you do, but you're carrying our child and I'm going to be a part of that. And so you should come with me. And I was like, I'm not even done with school. Like, this is crazy. This is insane. And I literally left school, just left. I didn't even say goodbye. Like, I literally was just like, right, here I go. And then his mom and his aunt came and they picked me up in Kansas and they packed all of my stuff up for me. They were like the sweetest people ever. Like literally I didn't do anything because I was pregnant. They're like, don't lift that. And I'm like, it's a fork. Like, it's fine. And they're like, no, seriously, don't. So they packed everything. And, you know, next thing I know, I'm on a 23-hour car ride going to New York, freaking 26 months pregnant. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I had her. And you guys, I did not want to have kids. Like, I didn't. I was like, I know like how I grew up, and I'm not saying that I had a horrible life, like, or a childhood, but I did not feel like I could provide a child with a good childhood. And so I was like, I'm not ready. Like, that's not even in the cards right now. And that was a total surprise. I didn't even know I was capable of having kids. And so then that happened, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like everything's happening really fast. And so we get there, and I was supposed to do a program with the Red Cross, and they dropped my program because I had postpartum complications after having a baby. And so they completely dropped my program. And so I was on Facebook and I was looking up ways to make income from home, like right away, because I have never been a type of person. I've been working illegally since I was like 14 or 15 years old. My manager at a restaurant lied and said that I was 16 and I was serving alcohol to truck drivers at 14 years old. So I have always been that person who works and never has not brought in income. So I'm like, I'm going to be working, and couldn't find anything. And then all of a sudden I stumbled across, well, I had one moment, and I always feel like, you guys, there's going to be one moment where you're like, okay, like I'm throwing in everything. Like, something has got to freaking change, and it's starting today. So you can struggle. And I feel like literally people get comfortable in their struggle and they're like, all right, well, this is how it is. This is my life. You know, me saying I'm unlucky all the time, but there's going to be a moment in your life where you're like, okay, enough is enough. I'm done. Like, tomorrow, today, whatever, things are changing, and you literally decide and commit to that. And so for me, it was when my husband called me and he said, well, our car just declined. So he had a nice truck. And so we did not apply for government assistance because he was higher up in the military. And they were like, okay, you can have like 3 more kids and then you can apply. I was like, that makes no sense. Like, we're just going to multiply this debt by like 4 and then we can apply. Like, that doesn't make sense at all. And so we didn't apply for that. And he was, you know, gone. He was preparing to deploy and he was in the field all the time. And I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. And he called me and he said, well, our card just declined for formula and diapers. And that's literally all I had on the conveyor belt is formula and diapers. And that was the moment I was like, you know what, like, what kind of crappy situation can you be in where you cannot afford essentials for your baby to live? I couldn't have WIC. You know, and I got into the groups and I'm like, does anybody have any extra cans of formula they can give me. And it was like different brands that she didn't even take. And so I'm like, okay, well now I'm running the risk of like, you know, her having a reaction because it wasn't what she was taking and she's a newborn. So I'm like, that's it. And that was my moment. And I was done after that. I was like, all right, you know, something's going to change starting now. And so I got in those groups and I found this girl and she said, this is all it said, you guys, so you don't have to overcomplicate it. She said, network marketing position available, no experience necessary, email me for details. And that was it. And so what I saw is no experience necessary. And so that's what I love to, you know, when I talk to people and when I stress this to, you know, anybody that I'm helping, it's, you don't have to be a professional. Like it's no experience necessary. I could not sell anything besides wings and beer before this, like let alone health and wellness products that I didn't even use or hadn't tried or, you know, wasn't passionate about. But I was passionate about saving my baby's life and passionate about bringing in an income for me and my family. So I started and had no idea what I was doing. And my upline never said another word to me after that. And so I use, and this is what I love about this company, is we truly are a family. And I utilized every single resource available to me and was able to, it took me a little bit longer. I promoted to Ruby in 6 months. I promoted to Diamond in 7, Double in 8, and Triple in 9. And then I sat at Triple for about a year. And then the next, I had a girl on my team and she said, you know what, I'm pregnant. I just can't work this business anymore. And so she was like, I'm quitting because I can't work it anymore. And that was the next year. And so the next year I was pregnant with my son and I was like, you know what, I'm going to show you, you can work this business when you're pregnant. And I thought, you know what, I'm good with Triple. Like I was good at Triple. Like that was fine. And so the next year I promoted to presidential and ambassador the month after the month, just to prove that you can make an income while you're pregnant, while you're with your kids, you know, like just power 20 minutes. You don't have to devote your entire life to this. You don't have to sit on your phone like all day long and, you know, ignore your family or your kids. Like this is the reason why you're doing this. And I love that about that. So I am done ranting, but that is just what I feel passionate about, sharing my part of the story.
That is so awesome, Amanda. Wow. Can you remind me, you said how long did it take for you to go ambassador? You joined what year?
I joined it was July 28th of 2013 when my baby was 3 months old. And then I went ambassador 22 months later.
Wow. Okay. So you've been in 5 years.
4.5.
Or 4.5. And Christina, you've been in 7, you said? 7. Y'all, and I've been in 2. So it does not matter when you join. That's what I love about this. Like, you know, people say like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme, you know? But I have a girl on my team who's making more money than me, okay? Like, it truly does not matter when you have the same opportunity joining today that people had joining 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. Our team, we made it to the top 150 income earners in less than 2 years. I mean, it's truly up to you. It is truly up to you. So, yeah, that was super awesome. So now we're going to talk a little bit about our products. Christina Treat's going to talk about some of our products and touch on that and touch on our loyal customer program. So we sign up customers and distributors, and that's how we grow our business. So Christina's going to take over, and then we'll go back to Amanda.
All right, guys. So our company has been around since 2001. We started in Michigan, and now we are down in Florida. That's why we do our convention all the time down in Florida. So we are known for our famous wrap. It's a wrap that you can put on anywhere from the neck down to tight and tone and firm, and it comes in a pouch like this. So all 4 of the wraps are in here, and that's considered a full treatment. They're individually wrapped just like this. You put it on, you leave it on for 45 minutes, it tightens, tones, and firms. So if you're not familiar with the crazy wrap thing, this is what our company is known for. So I love the wrap. It's like one of my favorite things, especially after having 4 children. So the next thing, I kind of just want to share a little bit just on this with you guys. So the wrap is awesome because you can do it every 3 days and it continues to work over a 3-day period of time. The defining gel is a sister product to it. So we call it the liquid gold. This you can do every single day, 2 times a day, and it's going to help with stretch marks. It's going to tighten, tone, and firm your skin, and this is amazing. My son has actually eczema, and so we use this on his skin, and it's helped it tremendously. So the Defining Gel is the sister product to our wraps, so I love that. And then the next thing I want to share a little bit about with you is our greens. Our greens are probably, aside from the wrap, like our #1 selling product. So they come in 3 different flavors now. We have the chocolate, which my kids like. They just put it in milk and they drink it. It tastes like chocolate milk. The berry, and then the orange. And the greens are awesome because they're an alkalizing, detoxing, and a pH balancing powder. But it also is going to give you your fruit and your veggies, plus all your superfoods. So my kids like very, very rarely get sick, and I seriously think it's because of the greens, because they put this in their water every day or their milk every day, and they just drink it. 2 scoops, they put it in their drink, they shake it up or stir it, and then they drink it. So super simple process, but it truly helps you just kind of build your immune system up and not be sick. So I love the greens. I think they're huge. I know a lot of people even use them for headaches and stuff. It just helps them alkalize their body. So they.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up, girl. Is she breaking up for y'all? Christina.
A size smaller than this too. The greens are awesome. I love the greens. Can you still hear me?
You're frozen on your screen. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. I saw that it was breaking up. Let me know if it does it, okay?
It's doing it again. It's doing it again.
Hold on.
You're like frozen. But yes, greens are life, you guys. It's like a daily detox. Get your digestive system on track. Greens are awesome. She's on the move.
I think she's in an ice house.
In an ice house?
She lives on the ice.
Like, where?
She goes ice fishing for her food.
Amanda, you're so funny. Okay, can you hear me now? Because I literally just ran up my stairs.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, so I don't have my products now, but you guys are just going to have to just pretend, okay? See, anybody can do this, and I'm not in an ice house, Amanda, so we're clear. Okay, so the next thing I want to share is the cleanse, and the cleanse I feel like is awesome because so many people store so many meals in their colon, and the cleanse is a 2-day gentle herbal cleanse. So it's going to clean your colon out. You can do it once a month. It's 4 little bottles. You do 1 in the morning before breakfast, 1 before dinner, and you do that for 2 days. So it's amazing. And then the next 2 products are probably my favorite because I just have had a lot of customers that have had really great results with it. The ThermoFight, which is a thermogenic weight loss supplement. It's going to increase your calorie burning, it's going to boost your metabolic rate, and it's going to boost your energy. So a lot of people take these before working out. They take them in the morning, and it's going to boost your metabolism, so it puts your body into like a mode that it thinks it's working out, and you're actually burning calories while you take the supplement. So it's awesome, and I actually lost 8 pounds before my 3rd child with that. So I love it. And then the Fat Fighters, this is like our lifesaver. We literally have this in our house and in my purse and in my car, in my diaper bag. The Fat Fighters are going to help you reduce your cravings. It's going to absorb the fat and the carbs. It's also going to balance out the blood glucose levels, which is good for people that have that off balance. And then it's made with cactus-based formula. The biggest thing for this is that my mom has is it IBS? Yeah, yes, IBS. And she actually, like, if we'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings, which I love that place. So, Amanda, I wish we were friends before because I would have went there a lot. So we'll go to B-Dubs and we'll have wings. And she literally takes the Fat Fighters during her meal because then her stomach isn't all upset. And it's helped her tremendously. So the Fat Fighters are amazing. I love them because I like to eat burgers and have beer and wings and, you know, just eat all the great food. So the next thing I want to share is, I mean, we have so many different variety of products, but we have shakes that are vegan, non-GMO, dairy-free. We also have shakes that are not. They come in chocolate and vanilla. And personally, I drink them in the morning as my breakfast. It's super simple. But the next thing I want to talk about, I'm really excited about because it literally just was launched in a conference last week. So the Keto Works is a whole new line that we have come out with. And personally, my favorite product ever is the Keto Coffee. And I love the Keto Coffee. Yeah, it's like, I'm not even kidding you. It is life-changing. Like, I'm not even kidding. I wanted to make a cup at 8 o'clock, and I was like, I probably shouldn't do that. So I'm addicted to the coffee, and I love coffee. And what I like about this so much is that the coffee comes in little instant packets. Again, my stuff's all downstairs, so I apologize. But it's just little instant packets. Thank you. And it looks like that, my little Vanna White over there. And it has the collagen and the grass-fed butter and the MCT oil. So it's all packed into one packet, so you don't have to do it. So for those of you that are kind of wondering, okay, well, what's so great about it? Y'all, it burns fat. Like, who doesn't want that? It burns fat. So I get to drink coffee. I get paid to drink coffee, and I get to get skinny. So I pretty much love it. It also increases your energy, and it sharpens your focus. And I feel like with having 4 children and different ages and running from gymnastics to ball and dog training and just all this chaotic life that I've created, I feel like I have more focus. And I know, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is when I'm going to be there. This is how I'm going to do it. And I feel like my mental focus is just so sharp. And I mean, we're a mom, so, you know, we just are sharp anyways, but I feel like it helps me not be so, like, all over the place. And then the next 3 products I'm really, really excited about. I don't have them yet because 2 of them aren't even released yet, but the Keto Creamer is going to have everything that I just said, the grass-fed butter, the collagen, the pink Himalayan salt, and then the MCT oil. And it's non-caffeinated, so this is what I've heard. I don't have it yet, so, I mean, if you two want to speak on it, and if you've heard anything else, that you can put it on, like, vegetables, because I don't believe it has a taste. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. Do you know?
It's like it's a super light, like buttery, salty taste. But from what I've heard is that you can drink it basically in water too, and it's totally fine in water as well.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Yeah, I just ordered it. I'm sure we all have, so we haven't tried it yet. But I love this because I have people that are not coffee drinkers, and some people I just couldn't drink the coffee. I personally think they're crazy because I love the coffee. Like, I'm addicted to it. But the creamer is awesome because you can put it in your regular coffee, and they've even said that you can put it in your keto coffee if you want to. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And then the other 2 products are the ketones. So I don't know a ton about all of these yet because we don't have them. But from what I understand is the ketones are going to put your body into ketosis. And it's a powder. It is lemon, and that's something that you guys can just drink, and it's going to, I believe, in the morning, and it's going to put your body into ketosis. And then the Keto Go are basically like those 5-hour energy drinks, but ours are like a million times better, and they're way better for you. And that's going to help you burn that fat still, but it's also going to help you keep your body into ketosis. So I know keto is really big right now, and our CEO has come out with this entire Keto Works line because he is in remission from cancer. And when he was going through his cancer treatment, they told him to get on a keto diet, and he just had everything fall in his lap. He said why he brought this Keto Works into It Works because it just happened, and he has never felt better. He said that it helped him with his cancer and just eating better and eating the high fat, low carbs, low sugar. So I'm excited for this whole line. I think it's going to be amazing. And then just the last thing with this, we have an entire skincare line and all of that, but I know we're running over, so I don't want to go into all of that. But we have an entire skincare line too that if you guys want to know more about, whoever sent you can kind of get you more info about that. But the last thing I want to touch on before I put it over to Amanda is that the What the Fit app. That is an app that you can download on your phone. It's called WTF, so it's What the Fit by It Works. And this is going to give you every day different workouts. It's going to give you recipes to help you live a healthy lifestyle. If you are keto, they're going to be coming out with more keto-friendly meals. You also get access to all of our products at wholesale pricing. And that's the next thing I want to say is with the wholesale pricing. So we have 3 different ways you can buy product. The first one is to buy it just retail price. You pay full retail price for all the products. No discount whatsoever, but it comes right to your door. The second way is that you can become a customer. And I personally think that's what really draws a lot of people to our company, is because we have a product that people want, but they want to get it at wholesale pricing. And maybe they don't want to become a distributor. They don't want to sell the product, and they don't have the time. And, you know, a lot of people, that's just their life. And so the Loyal Customer Program is amazing because it allows you to get our wholesale pricing. So you get exactly what distributors pay, which is actually very rare in network marketing companies to have a program that allows you to get wholesale pricing with being a customer. You get perk points back. So for every time you purchase, our company is going to give you free money back that you can use towards other products. We allow this awesome trial period of 3 months. So you join with us, and we have a 3-month trial period where you get to try products at any product you want at our wholesale pricing. And if you decide after the 3 months that you want to continue to join or continue to order, you're always a customer for life. So for my example, when I was pregnant, if I were a customer and there were some things I couldn't use, I had high risk pregnancy. So I could put my account on kind of just a standstill for a little bit and just say, you know what, I don't want to order anything. But then after my babies came, I could say, okay, I want to wrap now. And I could still get that wholesale pricing, pick up right where I left off. And I love that because I think that's super cool. But I love the trial period of 3 months because it just gives you kind of time to get your feet wet and to see what products we have, what you absolutely love, what you maybe don't want to use, try different flavors. And you get our pricing, and that's amazing. So I love that. I love also after 6 months, we give you $50 free shopping spree, and after 12 months, we give you $150 in free money to spend. So our company is really great to our customers. We truly value them. We really want to take great care of them, and I think that's something that we really strive for is being the best to our customers and giving them the best service that we offer. And then the third way is to become a distributor. And that's what myself and Courtney and Amanda are. We are all distributors. And I truly think that it's just my light bulb twitching. Oh, it's fine. Just don't mind that. And I'm really not. I'm just upstairs. It's just being weird right now. But that's what I love is that anybody can join this business. It's $99, and I believe Amanda's going to get into that. But so those are the 3 ways you can buy any of our products. And the customer is my favorite for those people that are maybe not wanting to start right away as a distributor, but they still want to try the product and get a feel for the company, because you still get the full family surrounding you and support with whatever your journey is, whether it's weight loss or to just become healthier. So thank you guys, and Amanda will take over.
Okay. So she's like in BFE, Minnesota, I feel like. I don't even know if it's BFE, but that's what I was joking about the ice chest thing. We have like an inside joke about ice fishing. So that's why her light's twitching too, is because she's inside of the box. Okay. So, or whatever they are in, crate or something. Okay. So the other option, you guys, is to become a distributor, and we are all about the F-bomb. So, you know, when we said what the fit, like, we're changing the game. We're not saying like the real WTF. I mean, maybe some days, but we're really not. We are all about the fun, friendships, and freedom. And I'm going to share my screen here in a second. But so when you become a distributor, you guys, and this is what, you know, when I was like, you throw your hands up and you're saying, you know, I've had enough. I'm going to throw a fit, and I'm going to change my situation in my life for the better. And you guys, the best part about this is residual income. We have no contracts, which I love. We have the best compensation plan in the entire industry. And that is no lie. I am not saying that because this is my favorite company. I'm saying that because that's a fact. Best compensation plan. We have the best incentives that you could offer anybody who would want to join and make residual income from their phone, and the best ways to earn money. So we are not forcing you to purchase products out the butt every single month just for you to stay active. When you join, you're active for an entire year, which is amazing. So just for joining, you're active for a year. And so you have your website and your back office. And if you're serious, you're going to keep those on. You want your customers and your future team members to be able to order from your website. So this is a combination charge. And it's not I don't think it's a fee. You know, if you open a smoothie shop, let's say, you're going to have to, you know, rent your building out. You're going to have to hire people to come and do advertising for you. You're going to have to be paying for your materials. We're not really paying for anything, you guys. So we're going to pay $20 a month. When you join, your website and your back office is free for the first month. And so the second month, it's $20. And so that is one rep per month that can pay for that, you guys, which is awesome. And so we do not force you to purchase products every single month. We encourage it because our products are life-changing. And when you try them, you're going to see a physical difference. You are going to literally wake up and be like, where's the rest of me? Because it's amazing. And so you're going to want to share those before and after pictures. And you're going to want to stand on the rooftops and scream like, holy cow, like I have a brand new body that I just walked into. What just happened? And you're going to be getting those customers left and right just from your own product testimony. And so we encourage you to try those products because it is going to change you from the inside out. And they're amazing for you. Our greens, you guys, you can give them to your children. You can take them when you're pregnant. You know, like back when I started, there was like this huge dispute, like people fighting over it and like, oh no, you can't take that and whatever else, and mommy's fighting. I'm like, good grief, like seriously. And they have proven, you know, through testing, and it was released at Green Carpet, which was another one of our events over last summer. And no, you know, like we would never give you something that, you know, is going to be bad for you, or it's going to be bad or harmful for you and your children. And so anything you take orally, obviously, we recommend you ask a doctor, especially if you're nursing or pregnant. But our greens, you guys, you know, you heard that testimony, greens are life. And so you can give those to your children and take those when you're pregnant. I think that's amazing, is that we offer something that you can do that, and that we go through the ring, literally, to be able to prove that we are a company that is far beyond any other company that could ever cross our paths. And so what we do literally is I ran this business. I promoted literally to Triple Diamond 100% on social media. And so I was posting on Facebook, actually only on Facebook. I didn't even have an Instagram. It was only on Facebook. And I was running referrals. And so, you know, you heard I came from that small town, and I was like, you guys, you know, like I need before and after pictures of people I know. And if you know, take before and after pictures for me, then, you know, I'll put you in a drawing for, you know, a free wrap or something. And then if you refer a friend or two to me, and I'm able to share my opportunity with them, then, you know, you're going to go into that free drawing. And you guys, that What the Fit app that Christine was talking about, that's doing that referral program for us. So I made my own just because, and you know, I'm from Colorado, and I got my first customer that was in Louisiana. And I have a huge team in Canada. I have Canada on here right now. So shout out to you guys for being on here. I know it's getting late there. But, you know, that was all from social media and just from referrals and asking. Like, I was never afraid to ask because I owed it to myself and my family to ask. And I knew that if somebody, you know, that girl who asked me had balls to ask me, because I was, you know, I had nothing else and I needed this. And so when she asked me, I was like, okay, well, when I join, I'm going to be an asker. And so, you know, you're going to see, you know, you be consistent through posting, and you can wear your Blitz cards out, and you can do, you know, parties and vendor events. And there's so many ways to make money, and it's amazing. And so Courtney's going to share some more about our incentives and bonuses. I'm going to share about the kits that they get, and then the weekly bonuses, and then you can touch on the rest, Courtney. But you know, when you join this month only, you're going to get actually $240 worth of product in your kit, which is insane. So my kit, I wish that, and I'm sure Christina's was kind of similar, I wish I could show you. It was like literally, and it wasn't bad. Like I was pumped up. I was like, yeah, like this is amazing. But the kits now, like I seriously would consider, if I didn't have to like sacrifice my paycheck, like canceling and just rejoining just for the kit, because you get so many good things. You're going to get 5 samples of the keto coffee, 5 samples of the greens, 3 in berry, 2 in orange, an extra wrap on top of the 4 wraps that you're already getting, an extra mini defining gel on top of the 4 you're already getting, and a full supply of the cleanse. So that's $240 worth of stuff for $99, which is a steal. Like you could just join, and because we don't have a contract, I don't know why you would. You could literally just join and be like, okay, peace out, like the next day, and just have all of that stuff. you wouldn't do that because you'd be psycho, obviously, but you could do that because we don't have contracts. So that's awesome. And then we have, unlimited weekly bonuses, which I love. A lot of my team members, this is what they live for. And so what this means is that you joined and you become what we call fast start qualified. And all that means is that you get your first 2 customers and you run your auto ship. And if you don't want to run your auto ship, which is roughly $100, because we don't force you to buy products every month if you don't have to, you can, we encourage it. But then you're going to maintain on customer volume. Which is at least 2 customers. And so once you do that, you're bonus qualified for life, and that can never be taken away from you. So the bonuses that Courtney's going to be talking about, this is the kind of stuff that you guys are going to qualify for, and it's insane. So those weekly bonuses are just one of them. And all this means is that you help somebody like me, somebody that literally has no other options. I didn't share this part, but I had a DUI. And so I literally could not go and work a job because I didn't have a license. And we were in upstate New York. And so that wasn't even an option. That's why I was working online or trying to work online. And so, there's so many people like me. Like the amount of people that are struggling compared to the people who are successful is pretty disgusting. And so we as messengers are able to help those people no matter your background. And when you help somebody like me just get their first 2 customers, you get a $100 bonus the next week. And that's unlimited. So if you help 5 people just like me in 1 week, the next week you're going to get $500. So if you need to keep the lights on or you need to pay rent, think about how many lives you can change in 1 week, and the next week, that's what you're going to get in a bonus. So I'm going to end on there, and then Courtney's going to share the rest.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to keep this really quick because we've been on over 6 minutes, over an hour. So, and people are getting tired, they said in the chat. So she talked about the fast start bonuses. Okay, so after you do that, after you get your first 4 customers, you're qualified for this crazy bonus that just came out. So this time of year is when it goes down. So first of all, great time to get on the Zoom. Like great time to actually get interested in this and to plug in and to join, because this is our boom time. This is go time. This is when checks double, triple, quadruple. This is when people promote. And we actually just got out of conference, which was insane. It's basically like a rap girl, rap guys Super Bowl, okay? And it's just complete mayhem. You go in there and you feel the fire. But what they said was, our big huge announcement was, for all new distributors, they can get a $5,000 Emerald bonus for new distributors. And you guys, what I love about this is it's reachable. Holy cow, it's so reachable. $5,000 on to go Emerald. And I'm going to tell you what an Emerald is right here, okay? So when you first join, we follow 3 steps, right? The steps to success. Step number 1, join the party. That's you becoming a distributor. Step number 2 is get your 4 customers. Step number 3 is go Ruby. Here's what a Ruby is, just so you see what I'm talking about. A Ruby is you just helping 5 people make some money. You help 5 people join your team and become distributors on your team, and you're going to help each one of them follow their steps to success. So you can see how that can multiply really quick. This thing, what we do, you guys, is like a snowball effect. When you start something like this and you truly give it your all, you're going to see it's going to start getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But this is a Ruby. So the next step up, and what you're going to get you're going to get a $5,000 bonus for doing this right here, helping 2 people go Ruby. And a Ruby makes an average of $500 a month. So can you think of 2 people in your life that would want to partner up with you and make $500 extra a month? That's it. It's just 12 people, because a Ruby is 5 and 5, and then you have 2 up here, 2 piddlers up here that just get to 400. They just have 400 in volume. So that $5,000 bonus, you guys, is insane. And then right after that, because an Emerald makes an average of $1,200 a month, and then you're getting a $5,000 bonus on top of that. We get, and then after that, they also came out with this diamond check match, okay? So when you go Emerald, and you guys can, tell me what you think about this, Christina and Amanda. But I truly believe when I hit Emerald, Diamond was like super fast. Like Diamond happened the very next month, and it happened quickly because when you go Emerald, you have 2 rubies underneath you who are going for that Emerald bonus. And all a Diamond is an Emerald and a ruby underneath you. So all you need is one of them to get that $5,000 bonus, that $5,000 Emerald bonus, and you are a Diamond. And then you start making check matches. So you're going to get a check match off of your distributors. Like whatever they get paid, you're getting a percentage of their paycheck. And it's super cool. So those 2, and that's a lot of money on the table if you really if you break it down and add it up. But so 2 people to run with. We got the Fit 5-pack in the kits right now. So you're getting, like she said, over $240, $50 worth of products on top of the box of wraps and all your marketing materials. We get paid 3 different ways. We get paid daily, weekly, and monthly. Those daily is any of your products. We don't keep inventory. All the products you have are your personal products. So you can sell them or you can use them. And whatever you sell them for, you can sell them for retail price, make the difference. That's all daily pay in your pocket. The second way is weekly. Those weekly fast start bonuses, they add up. For every distributor that you bring in the business, when they get just 2 customers. So remember that chart I showed you? Every one of these people are working for 4 customers. When they just get 2, halfway through, you get a $100 bonus. That's a fast start bonus. Those things add up. You might get, depending on, the team members you bring in. One week I got $700 just in fast starts. That's on top of my commission pay. So those fast starts is just sweetens the pot. And I love getting those weekly emails. And then the third way is monthly, and that's your commission check. And that's a percentage on your entire downline. You get paid off of your distributors and your customers and everything, helping them grow their business and promoting them. So that's basically that's what I wanted to tell you guys was about the promotions. But I just wanted to tell you guys that if you're on here and you're brand new, you weren't created to be average. I accepted it that I was just going to be a mess up and just whatever. But I'm telling you, don't accept it. Don't accept it. Throw a fit. Take back your finances and your future and know that you were made for more. God created each and every one of you to dominate. Just the fact that you're on this Zoom right now shows that you want more, that there's something to this. I was right where you are, you guys. I was right there like 2 years ago, exactly. And I was on these Zooms just hoping and praying and just like working, but watching people talk and just like, man, I want what they have. I want that. That freedom would be amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I just worked and I prayed and I put in the work, and God blesses effort. He blessed it. This company, once again, God's hands are all over it, all over it. You put in the effort, you watch what happens. It's bound to happen. So I'm super excited that you guys hopped on. Once a DT signs up, does that DT need those customers in the same week? Oh, so when a distributor signs up, you have 30 days to get those customers. Now, with my new distributors, I like to push them and give them, like a goal, because when you get that win out the gate, it's super awesome. So I usually push them to get them in the first 72 hours. So then we can start working towards Ruby and getting you distributors and start getting you that commission check going. I'm telling y'all, every month my commission check kept going up. My first commission check was like 20 something bucks. And then it just kept going up. In month 5, it was over $6,000. And you guys, I joined this time of year. This time of year is when I took off. When I got a hold of this thing and I said, okay, I'm doing it. Like, whatever it takes. I don't care what people think. I don't care what my family thinks. They can make fun of me. Y'all, they made up rules about me. They would say things like, whoever looks at their cell phone at the dinner table has to do all the dishes. So guess who was doing all the dishes? Like, I already knew it was going to be me, because I did not put this down because I wanted it. I want you to understand something else. If you're wanting to make an extra couple $100 a month, that's going to look different. The effort for that is going to look different than the effort for making thousands. Okay. So you do this at your own pace. You're your own boss. It's truly whatever you want. And the sky is the limit. There is no ceiling to this. So I'm really, really excited, and I love everybody that got on tonight. I'm super excited to hear about all the new team members we're going to get, and all the new customers joining our team, or all the new distributors joining our team, and all the new customers trying our products. So you guys have a blessed night, and thank you all for hopping on. Are we good? Anybody else want to say anything? Christina?
Thank you guys. Have an awesome night, and go out there and get those bonuses, guys.
Let's do it.
Thank you. See you.
$5 grand. Bye, Amanda. Bye, Christina. Thank you. Bye, y'all.